That Borders is going to help a lot of people. Even $10 can purchase 45 emergency food rations for use in a crisis. $30 can purchase wound care for 6 burn victims. $50 can purchase enough vaccine to inoculate 175 children against the deadly outbreak of measles. So any money you are able to give will help many, many people. Thank you very much for everyone for your donations thus far. We have a $5 donation from Stephen Walsh. To my fellow marblers, keep on marbling. Let's break this game. And he sure did.
You still coming, Murph? No, it's fine. Oh, okay, all right. Audio's good and everything? All right. So I'm probably not going to be saying much because when I was practicing this yesterday, every time somebody asked me a question, I'd screw up something really simple. So hopefully Puexel can explain everything pretty well.
Yeah, it's a pretty straightforward game, but I will do my best.
Yeah, there's a couple things that might not be terribly obvious what's going on, but this is basically Contra meets V. So, all right. 3, 2, 1, go.
So since this is a UraniumAnchor speedrun, there's going to be walking on the ceiling.
Oh, yes.
And this is also a really fancy schmancy looking mech that dies in one hit, unless he has an armor upgrade, which is the A circle that he'll be able to use for damage boosts, I think a couple of times throughout the run.
Oops. Missed that one by a little bit.
And then that's the gravity fight. I think, yeah, you can only hold one power up other than the armor at a time.
Yeah.
And this is the gravity fireball, which, well, makes him invincible and hurts things when he's flipping.
So normally that thing takes a while to kill, but the armor power up, you can just run into it and kill it instantly. Saves like 5 seconds.
Then the P power up you got is an upgraded normal beam. Does it just double your attack power, or is it...
That sounds right.
Okay.
It also lets you shoot through walls, and it makes the shot a lot wider, so it's a lot easier to hit things.
The passwords in this game are a little interesting, too, because it stores your power-ups. So... if you just continue normally, then you lose everything, so it makes it easier instead of continuing to just put in the password.
That was closer than I would have liked.
And these gates here, he's controlling them by his flipping.
I'm here now. We can get started.
Something I do want to mention is that those gates are instant kill, even if you have an armor power up. If they swing into you, they count as a crush death, and crush deaths are instant in this game.
Nice.
Pretty fantastic. So this boss is completely patterned in when each head shoots.
That was not right. Right after you said that, thanks, Murph.
No need to thank me. No need at all.
That was not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're supposed to have a set pattern.
Yeah, every once in a while they do something wrong, and I'm not sure if it's just that weirdly random or what. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna cost me a couple seconds because I'm gonna have to pick something up that I wouldn't normally, but not a big deal. Normally I wouldn't have to pick this one up, but do now. Whoops.
Not exactly my major, but yeah, gravity ball is the best. Charge into things.
So yeah, since you can only hold one power up at a time, that's kind of just the main routing for this game. Is when to switch weapons and also when to use your armor upgrade for damage boosting.
Yep. This jump is awful. It's pretty hard to not ram your head into those spikes.
Yep.
Like right there, yeah. Damage boosting through the boss lets you one-round him before you can move around to the other yellow circles.
Yeah, because normally he like tries to follow you around and his eye is closed so you can't damage him, but he just opens it immediately because he's already where he needs to be for that position.
All right, so this is an auto-scroller, so this is a good time to read donations because basically nothing happens here.
I do have 2 things to mention. Reminding everybody that a minimum of $5 donation during this game will get you in for the Metal Storm Perler made by Mecha Richter. Also, I've been informed that because we have enough time on the schedule, we're changing the Rygar bidding war. Instead of being a glitched versus a full run, it is now glitched versus full versus both. So you can also donate to have both runs happen. We have a $247 donation from Steven Barrios. So glad to see this game at SGDQ. We're really pushing this game to its limits, and one of us is going to get that 247 soon. Wish I could be there in person, but much hype to see those suffering from Marble Madness. And we have a $100 donation from Jan-Hendrik Bosch, who says, I love GDQ and I love Super Smash Bros. Melee, so my money goes towards that. Here comes my annual donation to a great event for an even greater cause.
These little pink balls left behind by those enemies do hurt you, I believe.
No,
or
they
don't.
don't.
Oh, it's just where they respawn?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a $37 donation from Toma Lazar, who says, I'm so glad this marathon is lining up so perfectly with a slow week at work so I can just keep the stream on and watch live. Congrats to the runners on doing a great job and helping those in need.
This is the one time in the entire run you'll see the shield power up, and now it's gone. It's unfortunately not as strong as the other two, and it's basically the only place I can pick it up and not lose any time for it, so I just pick it up to show it off. Why not?
And we have a $40 donation from Rene Klug. I hope I got that right. Thanks for the stream. Gaming for a good thing. Greetings from Austria. And another $40 donation from Tobias Shiori. Awesome to watch you guys this year again, having great fun. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Little Switzerland. We have a $10 donation from Lars Remy Peterson, who says, Treasure Master must be the best game I never heard about. Keep bringing the quality. Shoutouts to IRC chat. And yes, I should mention, since we're having all these donations from people from other countries, we do have a French restream. For those who are interested in watching the stream in French, you can go to twitch.tv/officials_jv.com. That's
we like to call that boss's lasers toothpaste, by the way, for obvious reasons.
Yeah. So this stage coming up is where things are most likely to go wrong because it's very cycle based, and if I miss it by just a little bit, it can really screw up everything else. And the boss is probably the most random it's the most random boss in the game. And when I say random, I mean he moves based on where you are, but it's so precise that it may as well be random.
Yeah, one nice thing about the P laser is that it's wide enough to shoot these things when you're off axis with them a little bit.
Yeah, because otherwise you really have to take your time here and wait for them to stop shooting.
Oops. Slow me down a bit. Gotta wait. So I probably lost maybe 2 seconds on that stage, so that's not too bad. But this guy can be kind of a jerk. Play it safe here.
Nice.
All right,
Not bad.
that wasn't too bad.
Nice.
Ideally, I want to kill him before he turns green the second time, but I'll take it. As long as I don't get
dying.
as long as I don't get 3 blue cycles, that's good enough. So this is probably the most confusing stage in the whole game for reasons that will become obvious immediately.
Yeah, this is super tricky.
Yeah.
It's even better in second loop, but
Yep.
so yeah, this whole thing loops from top to bottom. So falling off the top or getting pressed off the bottom just puts you on the other side of the screen. In second loop, it's great because which way it's scrolling depends on which way you have gravity going.
Yeah, or if you're standing on the platforms. or
Yeah, the
not.
second loop for
Yeah.
this game may as well be a ROM hack with just how crazy some of the stages have been changed.
Yeah, and unlike last time. Now, hold on. Some parts coming. Whoop. Oof. Ooh. Okay.
Wow.
That was almost a disaster.
Yeah,
Whoa. Okay. I need to stop talking.
yeah, this whole section is very confusing since enemies will fire at you in ways that you don't expect due to the screen scrolling.
I screwed that up. Probably lost like 8 seconds to that stage. As soon as I started
Still
talking.
did not die. Not dying is very
Yeah,
bad.
so the gimmick to this boss is that the hatches open up, and well, they stay open until he shoots them on first loop. But the boss is his platform, and he dies if he touches the top or the bottom of the screen. So he does need to plan it out so that he kills all 3 of them together, and they turn red when they have one HP left.
Yeah. I had to improv a little bit there because I screwed up the cycle just a little bit. So now we get a boss rush. Let's hope that the laser boss doesn't do something weird this time. We'll see.
And none of these fights are really different than the first go, right?
They're completely identical.
Okay.
We have a $5 donation from Danny Cohen, who says, Metal Storm. And a $10 donation from Trevor Moore, who says, Metal Storm rules and everyone should know it.
Yeah, I screwed that up a little bit. At least I didn't get shot, though.
Yeah, that's the important part. Otherwise, you have to play the dance.
$20 donation.
Another reason why doing this strat is so nice is that those little satellites rotating around the boss will block his shots too, so he's inside their spin and you can just spam his shot.
Yeah.
It is possible to kill the toothpaste launchers too, but there's no real point because you can kill the boss quickly enough.
Yep. All right, so now the color changing boss again. Let's see if he gives me a good pattern this time. Whoa, okay. That's not what he's supposed to do. Yeah, he's being a...
It's a real special pattern.
Yeah, he was a bit of a jerk. That could have gone a lot worse, but yeah.
Anything that flies is considered a bird in games.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Yep.
I like the background for this, just the random spaceships.
Yeah.
It's actually graphics from R-Type, I think. Because this is made by
that
IRM.
makes sense. IRM.
Okay, so get ready on time, because this boss takes about 3 seconds.
Yeah, this,
Yeah.
So this game learned from Gradius in how to program a final boss.
And... time.
Plug it in, plug it in.
What was that? 1241. Cool. Pretty good. Right now the... So up until I started practicing for this game for SGDQ, the world record was 1244, but I brought it down to 1214 in the meantime, so I'm pretty happy with 1241. So next up is... I don't even know what's up next. What is up next?
Next up is Star Tropics 2
Okay.
by Gubadoo. This was Metal Storm by UraniumAnchor. If you're just joining us, this is Summer Games Done Quick 2014.
Experts is right, by the way. Second Loop does not mess around in this game.
Yeah.
Have you actually beaten it, Murph?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did eventually. It's pretty raw.
Summer Games Done Quick is put on by Speed Demos Archive and Speedruns Live in cooperation. Speed Demos Archive is the premier community for video game speedruns, completing games as quickly as possible through extensive planning, practice, and knowledge of game mechanics and glitches. You can visit the page at speeddemosarchive.com. And the Twitch team page is twitch.tv/team/SDA. Speedruns Live is the best site to race video games online against others.